Hello, everyone! Thanks for coming to this recap of the animated movies with me. Today, I'll be your host. In today's post, I'll tell you about DC League of Super Pets, an action-adventure animation movie that came out recently. There are going to be a lot of spoilers coming up. Just chill out and read the summary while you do it. The movie starts on the planet Krypton, where things start to happen, just for a short time before it was destroyed, when his parents, Jor-El and Lara, put in a pod and sent him away. Baby Kal-El is separated from his best friend, a Labrador puppy named Krypto. Krypto fits into the capsule just in time to keep Carlos from getting hurt. Lara tries to convince Jor-El that it would be good for their son to have a friend, even though Jor-El tries to stop her. As Krypton blows up, the pod flies into the sky and goes away. When Kal-El is sad, Krypto comforts him. Today, everyone knows that Kal-El is also known as Superman. He is still best friends with Krypto, and the two of them do a lot of things together, like fly around Metropolis and fight bad guys. Krypto is not good with other animals, though, because he doesn't get along well with the other dogs in the park. He's also jealous of Superman's relationship with Lois Lane, and the other dogs warn him that he might be left out of the group. We can say the following now that Superman has a girlfriend. Superman a kid. Clark takes Krypto to a local animal shelter so that he can meet a new friend. The animals at the shelter think that no one will ever want to adopt them. Chase is a boxer dog, PB is a pig, Merton is a turtle with bad eyesight, Chip is a squirrel, and Lulu is a bald guinea pig who was experimented on by Lex Luthor and now wants to rule the world. Ace tries to leave the refuge by climbing through a window and getting out that way. Outside, he meets Krypto, and he and Krypto don't get along. When Krypto freezes Ace's feet to the ground, Ace is eventually captured again later that day. Krypto and Superman use their X-ray vision to see that Lex and his assistant, Mercy Graves, are trying to use a tractor beam to bring in a medium-sized piece of orange kryptonite. Lex thinks that this will give him superpowers, and he and Mercy are working together to make this happen. Krypto and Superman went after him, and the other Justice League members soon caught up with them. The Justice League is made up of Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Jessica Cruz, Cyborg, and the Green Lantern. The fact that Lex and Mercy were caught shows that they work well as a group. Even so, Lulu is able to pull a small piece of the orange kryptonite toward the animal shelter, while telling the others that the kryptonite is good for animals. She gets superpowers and is able to break out of her prison just as the shelter she was in starts to burn down. The powers are shared with all of the animals. Because of this, they can become incredibly strong and invulnerable. PvP can change her size, Virgin can move very quickly, and Chip can control lightning. They barely make it out of the refuge in time. Then, Clark starts getting ready for his date with Lois, but Krypto wants to watch the Great British Bake Off with him instead. Krypto thinks about throwing Lois far away, but instead he complains to Clark, who is tired of hearing about how worried Krypto is and calls him a mean dog who is hurt. When Krypto wants to get away from the noise, he goes to his room and listens to music. As soon as Clark steps outside, Lulu is there to greet him. She weakens him by holding a piece of green kryptonite in front of him. Krypto finds out what's going on and tries to get to work as soon as possible. Lois sees him get thrown into the air, so she calls the rest of the league. But after he eats a piece of cheese that was hidden inside a Batman dog toy, Lulu gives him superpowers because she put a piece of kryptonite in the cheese. The rest of the Justice League shows up for the battle, but Lulu has already given her army of guinea pigs special powers before they get there. The guinea pigs beat the League and even get them in their hands. Krypto goes up to the other animals who live at the sanctuary and begs them to help him get Superman back. They don't like it at first because they want to go to a farm that keeps bringing it up. But when Krypto finds out that he has been lying to them, he tries to force them to help him by making a promise not to tell them the truth. As Lulu goes to Stryker's Island to save Lex, her pets eventually catch up to her. They are being stopped by Lulu's army and a cat named Whiskers that Lulu saved from an animal shelter. Whiskers often throws up bombs made of hairballs and fires rockets from her tail. They lose to Lulu because they can't control their powers, and Krypto is thrown toward the Hall of Justice. He doesn't know what to do until Ace comes along and tells him about his past. He used to belong to a nice family, but they got rid of him after he broke the arm of their baby daughter while trying to keep her from falling down the stairs, which led to him being sent to the shelter in the end. Ace tells Krypto that this is just how dogs love each other without any strings attached. They get back together with the other animals so they can keep going after their goal. Krypto tells the pets that they should work together to improve their individual and combined skills and beat the Whiskers. PB learns how to be more sure of himself. In this episode, Jip learns to chill out more, and Martin organizes his glasses. They finally got Whiskers trapped under a trash can, where she was killed by one of her own grenades. When Lulu finally gets to Stryker's Island, she kills every guard she meets on her way to Lex's cell so she can free him. Even though Lex seems happy to see Lulu, he ends up betraying her and locking her up. When he is finally let out, he takes Mercy with him, which means that the other pets have to stay in their cells. After they get there, Krypto tries to talk to Lulu and invites her to join their group so they can save the Justice League. But instead of getting calmer, she gets even more angry and decides to fight Lex and the League by herself. Kryptonite gives Krypto his powers all of a sudden, and he uses them to help his friends get away. She manages to break out of jail and run away. He tells them to stay where they are, though, so that they won't get hurt. People don't listen to what he has to say because it makes sense. Lulu finally finds Lex and traps him in a room with the Lead by himself. Then she puts them all in a rocket and makes sure it will blow up as soon as it leaves Earth's atmosphere. Krypto finds them in the end, and he and Lulu and the other guinea pigs fight. When Lulu hits Lois's helicopter, she too gets caught up in the chaos. PB grows big enough so that Merton can run up with Chip and Ace to the top of the rocket ship, while the other pets race to save the League. The other pets rush to save the League while Krypto goes to save her. Make a hole in the wall so Ace can break the seal with his strength. Krypto fights Lulu, and in the process breaks her kryptonite rock. But instead of getting stronger from the kryptonite, Lulu takes it into her brain, which turns her into a kaiju monster. The newly freed Lead fights Lulu alone with her pets, but the League is no match for her power. Then, Krypto realizes that he has no choice but to do the solar pod punch, which requires him to go all the way to the sun, even though it could kill him. He does this, and then he punches Lulu hard enough for her to throw out the kryptonite. Once she is back to her normal size, two of Lulu's test subjects, Mark and Keith, lock her in a hot dog stand east. Then, he stops Krypto from falling and killing himself. Krypto and Superman meet up again, and Superman gives Krypto the ring he was going to use to ask Lois to marry him. Lois agrees to the idea, and the Justice League takes in the other animals. Wonder Woman a dog's strength. Chip has been accepted into the Green Lantern Corps because Jessica thinks she is a strong fighter. Burton is fooled by Flash. Mark and Keith, who have powers over fire and water, go with Cyborg and Aquaman Batman. They all act like they're alone, but end up sticking together. The Super Pets get together and form their own official team. The first enemy they face is a huge version of a Corgi that Krypto has seen before, but has grown into a monster since then. The pets are getting ready to save the city in another way. During the credit scene, Mercy has found Lulu and has the suit of armor that Lex used to wear. She decides to open her home to her. She knows that they are both the smart people behind Lex's success and that they work together to make their own bad plans. Lex is still in his bubble while all of this is going on.